I got early access to the new Lana Summer Quest, so let's get into it. I stumbled upon it quite accidentally. I did not knew this was the next plot, but somehow I ended up there, and I had to share it with you guys. So let's get into it. But before I share the next whole plot, subscribe and like this video. Okay, let's get into it. But first, we need to do a recap of everything that we know and some things that nobody knows but are kind of here. So let's talk about it. So basically, I asked chatgpt and I went and I did a lot of research, and this is the conclusion of the notes. So basically, let's introduce Lana. Everybody knows Lana is the nail lady. She's an NPC. She has brown hair, white attire, and she is a background character, especially in the early game stages. So basically, her debut was first. She appeared as like something potential new lore coming, EDC, in April Fool 2024 update. That was like her debut, and she had a hidden diary on her desk, and she was yapping about how she is so done with everything, and she was setting everything on fire, and then she was listing developers and players as targets. Basically, that's where the lore began. After that, a doppelganger, the emergence of that, we found out through diary updates how like she has disappeared, and the girl who is the Lana is not the real Lana, and that she's a fake. And basically then people found out her Roblox profile, which by the way we found out through the ID number that was hidden, and it was called Lana Does Nails. Later, this was linked to a game called Forest. Remember, we all played that eerie game and got this. I will paste it on during editing. We got this very pretty dress that nobody ever uses. Everybody has forgotten about it. But we got this dress through as a reward. Anyhow, there later was a binary code that translated, you can read, I am tired. The Sodade group and coterie. This part is where it just like took me off the everything that I was thinking about. So basically, this is nowhere on the internet. I have never heard about this before. Maybe I'm not that much on the internet. If you guys have, please let me know. But basically this, I've never came across this. So this was kind of like a shock. So basically it's saying that Lana's profile includes a group name, Sadad. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'll put up pronounce from the Google thingy. Okay, forgive me. So it's the Uprising Evil Force, a group, right? And Coterie, I think that's how it's pronounced. A coterie, yeah, a coterie, not a coterie, sorry. Within the Sodade exists a subgroup called coterie, which upon further investigation is revealed to be a collection of Lana's sacrifices. So yeah, it's not a resistance group as initially believed. So I did not knew anything about this. If you did, let me know. Maybe I did not knew, I'm the only one. Anyhow, so next it says there is a game called Questionnaire where she interacts with players, and a message appears, don't believe her please, that's not the real Lana, suggesting manipulation by external force, etc. So yeah, I did not know about this game. If you guys did, let me know. Maybe I am off the internet. Okay, the Last Serenade and Agamemnon, I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Apparently nobody does. Anyhow, video title The Last Serenade reveals that the Lana previously encountered was a doppelganger. The real Lana is imprisoned. Okay, interesting. And the game called Fortress is released, right? And we all played it almost. Okay, so like that's pretty much the background information, right? After this, let's go through the timeline. Okay, now seeing all this, there is one theory that Lana is not the real Lana. Okay, everybody knows that, but with the right now evidence, we will still believe that this Lana is not the real Lana, and you will see why. I'm gonna give you evidence, and then we're gonna find out what will happen in the lore, which I accidentally stumbled upon. Anyhow, so as you remember, let's go down the timeline. Okay, so there was this meet room with the key. Okay, and then we also had the underground room where Lana was stuck in the cage, named Lana 1 and Lana 2, with nail polishes on the floor, and it was a whole thing. If you were an OG player, you probably remember that, right? So after that, one cage was empty, one cage had the real Lana or the fake Lana, nobody knows. A lot of scribblings on the wall, etc. After that came the most anticipated lore ever, the Halloween quest. Okay, everybody knows, almost everybody played that quest. All right, so slay. But there were three main questions of that lore. What happened to Lana's parents? We still don't know that. We have no idea where Aunt Julie is. Yeah, Nurse Julie. And then we also do not know where Lena went. She apparently died, but then later in some of the end stories, like in the next quest, like Valentine and the other quest, what was it? Winter Quest, yes, sorry. Both of these quests had some secret cutscenes, which showed Lena is alive, so we still don't know anything about that. Anyhow, moving on. Then after that, we got Valentine and Winter Quest, which I just told you had some secret cutscenes, but nothing really kind of matched with each other. It was just like random cutscenes. In Valentine, there was nothing really about Lana. Same goes for Winter. We just had a ho Christmas dude who was kind of weird. Anyhow, next, moving on from all the way to Feb down to the next 2025 April Fool. It wasn't much, just some random stuff. The same things happening. And then after that, we had a 6-hour video, 6 hour and 28 minutes, if I'm right, video of Lana just sitting. That, by the way, the 6 month and the 28 date, it was like a clue to the new update date, which a lot of people predicted. So, yes, that I don't think really had anything to do with the quest, except for the showing us that yes, the next quest has something to do with the water, something to do with the boat. Then a boat appeared on the Lana nail desk, lol. And then after that, we had a trailer, right? That I was traveling at the time and I had to take out my phone and mobile data and try to watch that trailer. You also got like 2 poses from it, very rare poses apparently. And that secret cutscene, I'll put it up here. If you haven't watched it, I'll link it down below. I post everything, that is why you should subscribe. Anyhow, so we got that, and after getting that, it was like us setting the scene stage. Didn't really tell much, but just like a mermaid theme, you know, and a secret room also appeared under the DTI map. If you haven't seen, you can go and see that. After that, we got a quest trailer that was the cinematic trailer, and everyone was gagged. We saw the sea monster in that, and then we also saw the pirate and a lot of other stuff happening. You can go watch that as well if you haven't. And then the quest got cancelled. Yay, woohoo. Basically, the quest was not up to date. I also posted about that, so yes. So the quest was not up to date, wasn't the quality they wanted it to be, so it was moved later. But we did got an extended meet room along with the code, which everybody found out. I think it was 11123 or something, whatever. And that revealed a secret room behind the DTI logo, as there was a room before there as well. It reappeared, and no, we all thought that we saved the Lana, but apparently in the new room behind the frame, you can see that she says she is not the real me, which means that I think we saved the wrong Lana. Yeah, the real Lana is still not a real Lana. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. During this incredible time, we also got a reveal of 2 new characters on the TikTok by the artist who is doing the quest with them. And these were, I also posted about this, these were the 2 characters, the mermaid and the pirate. And I asked you guys to drop down your theories, and you guys did, and they were quite interesting. Anyhow, right now I'm not gonna bore you more. We are going to conclude. That is all we know till now. Everything. Okay? Next. Now, let's talk about the new story and everything that I stumbled. So this what you see on the screen is the story. So let's read it together, shall we? Next story arc, the sea trial. So basically this is the story summary. So let's get into it. After the fake rescue during Halloween, players believed that they had saved Lana, but we actually haven't. Okay, so let's do act 1 or chapter number 1. Okay, so the game opens with a relaxing cruise scene, but something is off, which is very believable. Players are welcomed by cruise Lana, charming but uncanny. Sudden disappearances occur, NPC vanish mid-air, furniture flows, and players are pulled into the sea. Interesting. Rumors spread about who is this dude? Kraken. Nice. And late at night, you hear echoing whispers saying, "This is not the real me. Help me." Yes. So yeah, something like that. I honestly see this happening, especially with the trailer opening up with the cruise scene. This is very believable. Act 2, Truth Below Deck. Cool. A secret passage below deck leads to a broken shrine, a locked cage, and Lana's real voice in audio logs or whispers, which is also a really believable thing because we had audio logs back in the mental hospital. I've uploaded the videos. So another reason to subscribe. Ha ha ha. Alright, we learn Agamemnon's next ritual needs 7 drowned souls. Each soul let him anchor himself deeper into reality and becomes a real person rather than a shadow. Lana's doppelganger is now a siren queen, luring players into the water. Cool. And then we have a new boss fight, which is us preventing the 7th sacrifice. Otherwise, the Kraken, the eye monster you see in this, is going to appear. Ho ho ho. The Siren Trial, Act 3, final act. We're going to defeat the Siren doppelganger, like the crew's Lana. We're going to confront Agamemnon and probably defeat that big fat monster and saving the real Lana, who is really weakened. And then he gave some predictions for future. A new portal opens into the ocean floor and we see mirror-like reflections of players, like a mirror realm, which is cool. And then he gave some clues like why this story is actually a story. And yeah, you can read these. So anyways, this was really interesting. So I suggest you like and save this video and keep this in your mind. And once the lore do drop by in like 2 days by now, we can come and compare if this really happened or if this is just an internet bluff. Okay, because I do see it happening. So who knows? Maybe chatgpt did find something cool, or maybe not. But that's a question for another time. That would be all for today. We do have a new behind the scene trailer coming tomorrow. So yes, hopefully this video is up before that. I'm trying to edit this as fast as I can. Anyhow, subscribe, like, drop down a comment below if you think this story is real or not. And I will see you guys next time with more theories, more content, DTI, Roblox, and much more new. So subscribe and bye.